Welcome to the worst Halloween party ever. I'm not sugarcoating things, Ange.
That's what he said. Am I right?
You off gallivant with your fancy foosball friends at school while I'm sitting here all day with nobody to keep me company except Steve?
So here's something interesting about my glue. Like, I have different bottles for the front and the back of my puzzles.
Brown cows are bulls. What was that?
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh
no! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Howdy. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Good to see you, Tuesday. Hope you've all had a good day. Welcome. Very blue light tonight. Very blue. That's blue. Let's see. We're gonna do some light work while we're on Light, not Light, not Li- illumination work. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you all. Happy Tuesday, which used to be book club day, but we don't really do book club anymore. So we're doing comic book day today. That's why I changed the thumbnail. And at this point, it may just be me talking day. We'll see. But let me welcome in the chat. Let me do that. Stacy Rogers, Vicky Gillespie, Nicole Happy Haunts, Teresa Squara. Good to see you all. Mark F. Hello, hello. Jill 3295 is here. Good evening. Dean, the live place. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well, Dean. Always good to see you. Nick in Virginia, welcome in, Nick number 1. Howdy, howdy. Stephen K, good evening, sir. And there she is, the lovely, the beautiful, the ever so talented, the Daisy to my Donald, the Rogue to my Gambit, the Kitty Pride to my Colossus, the Polaris to my Havoc. It's Snickerdoodle. Welcome in. Mayor of Chickapin Hill, Mike, welcome. Howdy, howdy. I know Jennifer's still live. That line is freaking looked like it was so long for the Dole Whip thingy when she walked up just then. I spent 5 minutes looking for this and that. Then it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday more. Yeah, that line looked crazy. Did she? I was wondering. Yeah. I guess that's the magic of going in the afternoon. When we went in the afternoon, there wasn't a line like that. But that was crazy. Debbie Thunert, welcome in. Good to see you. So I know a lot of people still watching Jennifer. That's all good. No worries. I just decided to go ahead and kick it. Because otherwise I'm just sitting here watching news. Watching news. So and Jennifer. I had Jennifer on them. I had 2 screens going, to be honest. Actually, I've kind of had 3 going this evening, with one with Ryan Hall covering the weather, and then one with Jennifer. And yeah, Jonathan Chong, welcome in. Good to see you. Joe Cardilio, welcome in, Joe. Good to see you. Howdy, howdy. I started watching Ride or Die on Amazon tonight. It's pretty good. Really, Jill? I have not. I'll need to check that one out. I have not watched that, or I don't even know if I remember that one. Ride or Die on Amazon. Let's go over to Prime. Project Hail Mary's on Prime right now. And tomorrow, Masters of the Universe, the He-Man movie, drops to Prime tomorrow. Ride or Die. That's Skate or Die. I don't see it there. I'll look for it, Jill. I'll look for it. I've got subtitles on phone for this stream right now, so I'm reading you, Chris. They can do subtitles of this accent. That's impressive. AI, man. AI. Dang it. Dang it. Ethel. The robot's going to take us over. Anyway. That's the first mention of Ethel in a very long time. So hope everybody had a good day. Ride or die. There it is. Why didn't it come up when I searched it a minute ago? Is that pink? Is that Octavia Spencer? Looks like pink in that trailer. I recognize that face though from something else. Anyway, Davey Crockett, welcome in. Ray Mosier, welcome in. Stay tuned for the peach strudel Dole Whip, aka mint strudel results. Yeah. Yep. So, all right, my new stream is going on. I listen. I'm on a desktop tonight. This is so much easier to tag than on my phone. Isn't it, Stephen K? I refuse to try to tag on my phone. I only tag when I'm sitting here at the computer. That's how you know when I'm at the computer or not. If I'm tagging you, I'm at the computer. Yeah. So what was that? My mind just left me. I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I was watching news. Apparently, as we mentioned for a while, pray for our U.S. military and their leadership. Apparently tonight we started some rocket attacks or missile attacks or some sort of attacks on Tehran itself tonight. So I've been watching some coverage of that. I do it because I'm always on my phone. I usually watch on the TV and tag from the phone. That makes sense, Stephen. That makes sense. So been watching a good bit of that. Interesting coverage. So anywho, tonight I thought we would talk X-Men. If y'all are tired of me talking about X-Men, we don't have to. But that was what I thought we would talk about. I did want to look real quick at the Monday numbers though, to see how the Odyssey did on Monday. And the finalized numbers. So the Odyssey, Mondays are usually the slowest day of the week for movie theaters. Connie Rathbun, welcome in, Connie. Good to see you. The Odyssey made 18.6 million yesterday. Moana 2.2, Minions and Toy Story 1.8, 1.7. Supergirl made a whole $136 per theater yesterday. Wow. Wow. That's not impressive. Dean, I saw Young Washington yesterday. Loved it. I did too, Dean. That's a great movie. Really enjoyed it. Music's good. The acting's solid. Sets, scenes, costumes, all of it. Great work by Angel Studios on that one. So there you go. That's your box office for yesterday. The Odyssey is currently up to 282.4 worldwide. Toy Story is up to 959.2. Obsession, which is now streaming at home for free on Peacock, is up to 442.4. It still made more than $100 per theater than Supergirl yesterday. And you can watch this movie at home for free right now. I don't know if y'all know this or not. I'm beginning to think you have a thing for Supergirl. I don't know if you know this or not. This movie's dead. It's done. I mean, there's no rallying back for this kind of a fall off. This is colossally bad. I mean, your week over week is a 72% drop in the second week and a 56% drop in the third week. Pretty soon they're going to have to start paying people to go see this movie. Want to see Supergirl? Here's $20. I think I'd still pass. It's a dud. It's worse than a dud. I'll show you a dud. This was a dud. Let me go here and pull up this movie. This movie was a dud. Blue Beetle made a total of 130.84. This is not adjusted for inflation. It's just 3 years ago. I ain't going to bug you about adjusting for inflation, although there would be a little bit of a change there. Still, this movie's not going to make that. It's hope this film doesn't kill the actress's career. That I hope as well, Mar. I do hope that. I did like Millie Alcock in Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. She played a much younger role in that. Fine actress, horrible script, horrible directing, horrible everything for this movie. I'm not even convinced she's a good Supergirl. I'm really not convinced she's even the right pick for Supergirl. I do like her as an actress, but otherwise, yeah. Snickerdoodle, they had to pay me a lot of money to watch it. Man. Yeah, it's coming to streaming next week, so you can pay for it there. Now, they haven't announced when it's coming to like Max, HBO Max. That can't be far behind. I have a feeling they thought we're going to release this on digital 2 days before Spider-Man, when everybody's building up a superhero hype and everybody will pay to watch Supergirl. That ain't going to happen. Good evening, Melissa Disdreams. Good to see you. That's not going to happen for this movie. It's not going to ride any kind of Spider-Man coattail whatsoever. That movie is toast. Done. So, yeah. There you go. Supergirl. Truth, justice, and whatever. I think that was their approach to the box office as well. Movie, sound, and whatever. Awful. I don't see how James Gunn survives past next year in this current role. I don't. Especially with some of the leaks coming out of the Superman 2, Man of Tomorrow, whatever the hell they want to call it. Katie Phillips, artist extraordinaire. Welcome in, Katie. Good to see you. Thomas A.K. Gorgeous T, welcome. Good evening. Howdy. This is very bright. Let me do this to bring that down a bit. That's back to bright. Okay. Good to see you, Thomas. So that brings us to today. Yesterday we had the Doomsday trailer. Today we had a new Spider-Man trailer dropped. Jennifer has got her peach, whatchamacallit. Jennifer's got her peach Dole Whip Sunday pie, whatever that thing is. Jay Grubbs, welcome in. Good to see you. Is she going to say it tastes like mint? That's what everybody's waiting on. That was a face. Yeah, that was a face of, I don't want to say it tastes like mint, but this doesn't taste right. This is like a watch along. This is like when we used to watch the movies together and comment on them. Nick's just going straight in, full bite. Jennifer takes this slow, methodical little sampling bite. Nick just goes full in. I don't see great enjoyment on these faces. I don't have the audio on, but I don't see great enjoyment on these faces. Of course, I don't, Jennifer doesn't like Dole Whip. So why is she eating Dole Whip? Didn't she say in chat or on the stream the other night that she doesn't like Dole Whip? No mint? Okay. No mint. Okay. Yep. Yeah, we'll watch movies and read books, yeah, more. Yep. Now we just talk about both. Maybe not so much reading books. Well, we did talk about reading books the other night. And I'll be honest with you. After seeing the Odyssey the other day, it did make me want to read part of the Odyssey again. Because there were parts of the Odyssey that I remember that are not in that movie. And there were parts of their Odyssey in that movie that were not in the Odyssey. So Steve loved it, and I'm happy he did. I'm not that glowing over it. It was a spectacle. It was huge, and it had a theme and a tone throughout. It was not the best Christopher Nolan movie, and I have some issues with it. It was not terrible. It was okay. Rose Red, welcome in. Good to see you. Interesting. Wait for streaming. Okay, here's what I'll say, Dean. Brunette Dookie, welcome in. Good to see you too. Hope you're doing well. Here's what I'll say, Dean. It is vast in some of its scenery, and it looks good on a big screen. But if I waited till I watched this again at home, I'd be fine. I'd be fine. That's just me personally. Now, I know Steve would tell you, go see it in the theater. Go see it as quick as you can in the theater. They changed a few key roles, and some of the controversial roles in this movie that people found controversial, you're going to hear, well, they only had 5 minutes screen time. It was actually a little bit longer than that. However, their characters have ripple effects throughout this movie and are very pivotal to the movie itself. It's not just a slight cameo and that's it. No, they're very pivotal and important people to the story of this movie. One of them wasn't even in the Odyssey. They took out Achilles and put this person in this role, who was actually from another story. So it's going to continue to do well. It's going to do very, very well at the theaters. It's going to continue to do well. I know there's a lot of IMAX theaters that are sold out or very packed through the next 2 weeks around the country. It's going to do well. People want to see Christopher Nolan movies on the big screen. I get it. I like his movies too. Interstellar was great. Inception was good. Love the Batman movies. This movie would not be in my top 5 Nolan movies. Just Nolan movies. This movie would not be in my top. And I still haven't seen The Prestige or Tenet. Not that anybody really has Tenet in its top 5, but yeah. If you want to watch it in the way the director intended, you have to see it in 70 millimeter IMAX. But there are only 25 of those theaters in the U.S. That's true. That is true. And I saw a post from the owner of IMAX the other day. Let me see, did I save this? See if I saved this somewhere. This was interesting to me. Hang on. Something was posted. Okay, we're going to have to watch this together. We got to watch this together. I really didn't like Tenet. That's what I've heard from a lot of people. Diz Beach Jill, welcome in, Jill. Good to see you. Samantha Lowe, hey, Sam. That's what I've heard from a lot of people, that they didn't really like Tenet. I still want to watch it. I have not watched it yet. But apparently this was just posted. Off on a tangent, but here you go. Gillian Anderson in a little commercial.
I didn't order room service.
The music. Music.
I miss that sound. Personal log. No visible sender. Minimal packaging. You've got to be kidding me. Multiple components. Interlocking system. I don't remember you being so small. Good posture. And this is where it gets implausible. Okay. No one is going to believe this.
There you go. There you go. The X-Files set. 1,478 pieces. You do get an alien, a spacecraft. Mulder and Scully, of course, minifigs, and it looks like a few others. So I can't really tell. Wendy B, hey, Linda. And Gilnick, welcome in. Good to see you, Ann. Billy Glenn, hey. Lori P, good evening. So that was posted today. Lori P, hey. That looks interesting. Okay, now let me see if I can find the IMAX post that I was referring to. It's not there. Let me go here. This Variety posted this the other day. This is IMAX CEO Richard Gelfond. Will we see more 70 millimeter IMAX screens in the U.S. after the Odyssey? Quote, there's certainly more demand. The problem is they haven't made any new IMAX film projectors in about 50 years. So we retrofit them, rebuild them, and part of our strategy is to see how far we can take it. But certainly demand driven, I'd like to see more. Haven't made new ones in 50 years.
Do you think we'll see more IMAX 70 screens? Because I know with this one, it's sold out for such a long period of time. Do you think like a New Yorker can see a second one, or will we get one in smaller cities? Is that the goal?
Yeah, so we're sold out in some theaters into the fifth week already, and the 2 a.m. shows, the 7 a.m. shows. So there's certainly more demand. The problem is they haven't made new IMAX film projectors in about 50 years. So we retrofit them, we rebuild them, and part of our strategy is to see how far we could take it. But certainly demand driven, I like to see more.
Wait, so you can't build, you can't build more projectors because the technology is...
Well, we build new projectors every day, but film projectors using this film, it's not practical. So we've got to find them, and we've got to retrofit them and rebuild them, which is what we did for Odyssey. But, can all 2,000 of our theaters be film projectors? No, there's just not that many all around. But I think we can continue to grow it.
I was as stunned, I think, as the person asking that question was. You're the CEO of IMAX. You don't make your own projectors for your IMAX projectors? That's an unusual business model. I guess it's working for them. I guess. Did Main Street Nick come in? Did I miss Main Street? There he is. P.S. No mint or pickles in the peach Dole Whip. Nice. So there you go. That's the update on the Odyssey and IMAX and the performance thereof. That X-Files Lego looked very intriguing to me. I wonder, it is on the Lego's website now. So let's pull up the full posting and take a look. While I'm doing that, let me go here and there. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing well. How was your day been going?
Pretty good. Apparently Jennifer and Nick reported no mint or pickle.
That's not what I heard.
Oh, is it not?
Is that what you got? Oh.
That's what Nick said in chat.
No, I heard it was overwhelmingly minty.
Oh.
Maybe I heard wrong.
Maybe. So when they can't make more IMAX, will he just go back to reviving cats? Probably. I don't understand the whole no more IMAX, or that they don't have new IMAX projectors.
They can't make IMAX projectors anymore?
So on the red carpet for the Odyssey, Variety's interviewer asked the CEO of IMAX, because there's only 50 IMAX 70 millimeter projectors in the country. New York only has one.
There's only 50 in the country?
Yes. Or not 50. But yeah, there's very few. But they asked him if they were looking to maybe make it more available, maybe get New York a second one, something like that. And he said, yes, we would like to. The problem is they haven't made 25. Yes, sorry, 25. He said they haven't made IMAX projectors in about 50 years.
What?
IMAX film projectors in 50 years. Yeah. Here's the quote for you, Jeff.
Has it been around for 50 years?
Do
Yeah.
you think we'll see more IMAX 70 screens? Because I know with this one, it's sold out for such a long period of time. Do you think like a New Yorker can see a second one, or will we get one in smaller cities? Is that the goal?
Yeah, so we're sold out in some theaters into the 5th week already, and the 2 a.m. shows, the 7 a.m. shows. So there's certainly more demand. The problem is they haven't made new IMAX film projectors in about 50 years. So we retrofit them, we rebuild them, and part of our strategy is to see how far we could take it. But certainly demand driven, I like to see more.
Wait, so you can't build, you can't build more projectors because the technology is...
Well, we build new projectors every day, but film projectors using this film, it's not practical. So we've got to find them, and we've got to retrofit them and rebuild them, which is what we did for Odyssey. But, can all 2,000 of our theaters be film projectors? No, there's just not that many all around. But I think we can continue to grow it.
Well,
that just baffles me.
So is there something better than IMAX?
No.
So I don't understand this at all.
I don't either. It seems like if you're the CEO of IMAX, you would be making as many of these projectors as you can. but apparently they don't even make their projectors.
All right, what makes IMAX IMAX? Is it the projector or is it the screen? Combination of both? The sound?
I think it's a combination of all of it.
Okay.
Apparently that thing is super loud. They had to make a special enclosure to keep the sound down. Really? 70 millimeter is the caviar film. It is that. I know it's the best of the best as far as quality and image and everything, but it blows my mind that IMAX apparently doesn't make these. They just retrofit old ones.
What? I don't understand this at all.
I don't either. I don't get it.
So what is regular, like when you go see a regular movie, what's it shot on? What is it, like 50 millimeter, 60 millimeter? What makes a 70 millimeter film so good?
50 because of the definition and all. Yeah, the
definition.
Yeah. Stacy says there are so few 70 millimeter IMAX locations because of the massive physical size of the format, prohibitive construction costs to build compatible auditoriums, and the scarcity of functional film projectors, which is what he talked about.
What?
I just don't get that scarcity part of that. That's what blows my mind. I don't understand. I'm going to have to do research into this. Because this is just
the screen is the equivalent of
it's a 5-story tall screen. That would take one hell of a projector, but it blows my mind that they don't make these.
So we can put people on the moon, but we can't make IMAX.
We can't make more 70 millimeter film projectors.
Just go to 100 millimeter. How about that? Just make 100 millimeter.
Per Google, IMAX does not manufacture new 15 perforation 70 millimeter film projectors because design files are decades old and many manufacturing parts no longer exist. Producing them is not practical. If you're making this much money that you have theaters sold out for 5 weeks, I think I could find somebody to make some parts that aren't used for anything else to make a few more projectors, to make a few more $1 million. The IMAX opening alone for the opening weekend was estimated, I think, to be right around $54 million for this movie. Just the opening weekend, just in IMAX sales. So, yeah.
So is that what Stephen put in there? There's only 20.
There's only
25 IMAX.
Of them. 9 in Canada, I think they said. Yeah.
I could swear like every movie theater that I go to says there's IMAX, or I've seen this. I've seen it all over. Maybe not.
And the Odyssey was filmed completely in IMAX. It was the first movie filmed solely in IMAX.
Wait, there's different versions of IMAX?
So here's the difference for you, Jeff. This is showing what you see versus what you don't see in IMAX versus the regular. So you're losing all of this at the top and the bottom and just getting the center cutout portion.
Does that really add anything though?
You know what? In this movie, it might add a little bit, but I saw it in the pores box here, and I was fine with it. So, yeah.
Interesting.
The closest 70 millimeter IMAX to us, Jeff, is in Fort Lauderdale, says R. Johns. Welcome in, Richard.
See, doesn't like every movie at Disney Springs say IMAX on it?
But not 70 millimeter. So IMAX can be larger, but it's not the full 70 millimeter, I guess. Here's a movie expert to tell us how to lay down the facts for us. Where is it? Here it is.
Daddy's home.
Hi.
Hi.
Daddy. So Jeff is frozen. Oh, there he goes. He's moving now. What are we talking about?
The difference in IMAX versus non-IMAX, and specifically the difference in IMAX versus 70 millimeter IMAX.
I mean, every movie I watch here, they got 70 millimeter screens here without IMAX. I think all the movies look great. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. You get to see a little bit more screen, but
R. John said the closest 70 millimeter IMAX to y'all is in Fort Lauderdale.
That's like 3 hours away. Yeah. We have 70 millimeter here, just not IMAX. I've seen movies in IMAX and they don't, for me, it's just not, I don't know. It's not worth the difference. I don't know.
So there you go.
Jennifer confirmed that the peach Dole Whip had mint in it.
It did?
Yeah.
Is that for no? He's lying.
Her
I'm telling you, there was something in that crumble.
Mint.
They very easily could have grabbed mint extract instead of vanilla extract, but there was something in that crumble. It was not the same.
Main Street Nick said, P.S. No mint or pickles in the peach Dole Whip.
It was just in the crumble for me.
The crumble that was on top of the ice cream, the Dole Whip.
There is no crumble on the bottom. They just poured on top. It could have been on her hands when she was the gloves when she was doing it.
That's probably what happened. She was sitting back there eating like some Clausen pickles. And she's like, "Oh, I gotta work now." And she just grabbed a handful of crumble and sprinkled it on your ice cream.
So I will say this: my brother went and saw the Odyssey finally. Let me just say this: we just filmed, and I was speechless. I could not believe the things that were spewing out of his mouth. That being said, you're entitled to your opinion, but the reasoning why didn't make sense to me. He did an official review on Letterboxd and official reviews all over the place. He has 500 views in less than 24 hours on his review with 1 like. And he got 47, I think he said, direct messages of people that had to either tell him he's got the worst opinion in the world, or like just genuinely was like, where is this coming from? I had no idea what he was saying, being honest with you. He did not care for the movie as much as everybody else does.
Which movie?
The Odyssey.
Oh.
But his opinion, the reasonings for why he didn't like it, I was just sitting there going, "Oh my God, what are you talking about? They did this." No, and then like Tyler, and he goes, yeah, I gave my review. It had 500 views, and I got 1 like. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right if that's what you put on your review.
It sounds like I need to talk to Tyler.
You probably do.
Me and him,
you and him are the
may
two,
be on the same page.
You and him are on the island. I actually think the stuff he said you didn't even say. You and him would probably be on the island by yourselves there. But anyway, I don't know what the stuff he was saying was like wild. Like, I get you can have your opinion. You don't have to like the movie as much. But when you start saying this, and I'm like, no, they did this. And he's like, well, they didn't do it like I wanted them to do it. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm not going to give it away, but his reviews for everything were so like way out there for that movie. It was crazy listening to him talk. But it's okay. So he's entitled to his opinion. But I brought news.
Yeah.
You probably already talked about it because I haven't been here. I don't know. Talking about Jeff's favorite director, James Gunn. Did you hear he's skipping Comic-Con this week?
Yes.
In San Diego. He is. If I was him, I would, with all the scrutiny I'm under and all the everything that you're under, I probably wouldn't go on the aggressive and start calling people names and saying stuff and doing things. But he also apparently, my brother may have ad-libbed this a little bit, but he also canceled something. I said, screw you guys. If you don't like that we're pulling out of this, we're not doing this either. And he pulled out of something else. I can't remember what he said it was. So they're starting to pull out of everything because they don't want to deal with the fans and deal with the people, the scrutiny. On top of that, somebody brought up an interesting point that I didn't know about, is if Warner Brothers does get sold to Paramount, they could end his contract even earlier than this, whatever it is, this year, April, next year, whatever it is. Do the purchase agreement.
I would not be surprised by that. I would not be surprised by that. The like I said, I was talking about Supergirl in the Monday box office. I don't see how he survives past next year.
Oh, he's not going to make it through the year. He's going to be done either. I think he's got. I could be wrong. Obviously, we don't know. We don't make those decisions. If his contract's in December or April, whatever it is, I would say that's the point in time he's gone. I don't think it's going to go past that. But did you see the numbers? So for the Odyssey, going back to that real quick, it's Christopher Nolan's official highest opening weekend movie of Christopher Nolan's career. It's also the third highest opening weekend for any R-rated movie. And it's the highest of the year, and one of the highest, they said, opening Monday. Really, so they made another $18.6 million on Monday yesterday.
Yeah,
which is kind of crazy. So I thought it was crazy. I didn't think it would beat Oppenheimer or some of those other bigger, The Dark Knight and all that. But apparently, it's Nolan's number one opening weekend box office of his career.
What made it rated R?
It's pretty graphic.
The violence.
Yeah, violence and graphic. I mean, the Cyclops is, chewing on their heads and, things like that. It's not giving anything away. It's part of the thing. There's some neck stabbing. There's some, there's not a lot of language though. Was it, Chris? There was a little bit.
Little bit.
I don't think there's much language. I think it's got to be the violence and the heads and things like that. So,
so everything I'd seen still had The Dark Knight ahead of.
Hang on. I'll tell you what. Oops.
But I'll double check it. That was last time I checked.
It says, according to this, it says it's the highest grossing global opening of Christopher Nolan's entire career, easily surpassing The Dark Knight Rises. And it is global, not domestic. Okay. And this, sorry, fourth, not third, fourth highest R-rated movie.
Yeah. In other movie news, Avengers Doomsday generated 16.5 million in advanced ticket sales after its first day of availability.
What? That's like November, right?
December the 17th.
Oh, this is Doomsday. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Endgame.
Yeah, tickets went on sale yesterday after they dropped the trailer. And for a movie that doesn't come out until December, and they've already sold 17.5 million in tickets. Pre-sales are twice as high as the first day figures for Marvel's prior superhero mashup, Deadpool Wolverine, and that included all formats and screens on sale.
Just for your numbers, Chris, it says Dark Knight Rises opening weekend was 248.9, and this was 264.1. Did you see the numbers for the trailer for the 24 hours for the trailer for Doomsday?
Yes. Really good views on that. I saw some. I had
second highest ever.
Somewhere. Yeah. I did want to go here and show one thing because we did get something new today. So we're going to watch it together. Today we got a new trailer for Spider-Man.
Brand new day?
Brand new day.
I knew about it. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I knew about it. Go ahead.
There you go.
Can't hear it, Chris.
I have some.
Oh, it just kicked in. We're good. Oh.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. I have something to tell you that's gonna sound crazy. But it's the truth.
That's Spider-Man. Can't tell anybody about this. Gotta keep it a secret. Okay. Thank you.
Everybody good? Yeah, Spider-Man! We used to know each other. We were together. But something bad was gonna happen. Me. And the only way to stop it was to do the hard thing. You're gonna forget who I am.
What?
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna come and find you. And I'll explain everything.
You better. I love you. I love you. Just wait and tell me everything again.
My name is Peter Parker, and I like a coffee.
Is there anything else?
Maybe I'll never read this to you. No. Maybe I'm just writing this for me. And maybe that's my responsibility, to live alone with the truth. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
We're faced with a threat that can be anyone.
You sure you want to do this, Scorpion?
You think I'm Scorpion?
Talk to Banner?
No, Banner. Only Hulk.
Oh my God, but you're in danger. What? I promised you that I would keep you safe. Please, you just have to trust me. Come on.
Fine.
You're the only one who can sense it.
Hey, can we do this one at a time, please?
You're the only one who can defeat it.
The Spidey Tracker app says that Spider-Man is in the direct vicinity.
Oh yeah? No way, that's crazy.
Was half of that trailer old footage?
Yes.
The beginning of it was flashbacks from the previous two.
And all the way
three
up
movies.
to where he goes to get coffee, I think, was all old stuff. I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know it's
was
still gonna be great.
recapping
I
his
just-
journey, Steve, to get to this point.
I get that, but when you put out a brand new trailer and half of it's old stuff, it's just weird.
Do they have a length on that movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they have a lot to cover.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is 2 hours and 25 minutes runtime.
Mm.
I think
2.5
Steven had asked
hours.
something about Super Mario is the highest grossing opening weekend of the year. It was 372.6 million globally. He asked if we thought Spider-Man would beat it, and I think it already has, hasn't it? Wasn't its pre-sales close to $500 million?
I think so. I couldn't find finalized numbers on it, but that was what the early estimates were.
It's probably not going to get there quite that much, but if it is,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, 372.6 billion was, or I'm sorry, 372.6 million was Super Mario Galaxy's opening weekend globally. If that's the case, then I would say this is already beaten. As long as they're if you don't show up, does it count? If you bought the ticket?
Yes. Because you're still charged for the ticket. Yep. In other Disney company news, they just laid off several hundred people across the company today. Majority of layoffs on the studio side are at Pixar. On the TV side, National Geographic. ESPN also had several cuts after integrating NFL Network. I saw there was one of the NFL analysts that had been on ESPN for a while, and he was actually on air doing a show when they announced that he was one of the ones that they were letting go.
That was Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark, yeah.
He played for the Steelers.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what the international pre-sales were. It's domestic opening is pre-sales is over $250 million domestically. It's half of what we thought the thing was. It'd be interesting. I'm going twice, so
there you go. Oh God. Okay, so here's what I was worried about. Marvel has got this golden opportunity. Theo Samiga, welcome in, buddy. After Secret Wars, to reboot, recast, start fresh. And I was really worried that they were going to half-ass it. And Kevin Feige doesn't see the MCU having a full reboot after Avengers Secret Wars. In Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars from 10 years ago, there's a nice roadmap to where we can go.
yeah.
That Secret Wars from 10 years ago was not good.
I don't know what that was, but I don't expect it to be a 100% reboot either. You're going to keep some of the characters and the actors to play them.
This,
Right? Am I missing that? Am I not thinking of that right?
I think there were going to be a lot of changes after this. Early word that I'd heard is that maybe Chris Hemsworth would stay over to go as Thor. I've heard some wish-washing back and forth on that.
I mean, I don't want a full reset. I want a full story reset of the getting rid of the stupid multiverse, but I love these characters and the actors that play them. I want them to stay. Oh, maybe that's just me.
I don't know. I have a feeling that this makes me worried that they're going to change out a person here and a person there, and then they're going to say, "Oh, look, it's new," but it's not. And then they're going to introduce the Young Avengers, which is nobody cares about the Young Avengers. Quit making it a thing.
I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's a character problem or an actor problem. I think it's a story problem.
Yeah, and that's what worries me too. Not recognizing the problem is the problem. That's a good statement, Theo. Yeah. Secret Wars, Battle World. That's what it's all building up to.
Can I ask? Okay, because I didn't hear your opinion last night. I'm going to go out on a limb now and say that you didn't like the trailer for Doomsday.
I did like parts of it. There's the beginning of it, Steve, makes me laugh because it sounds like Tony Stark's doing his best Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation at the beginning. And I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed that we get Captain America in a Walmart black T-shirt and jacket for the movie.
I'd rather him in the movie than not. He should be Captain America. That's where they went wrong.
Captain America, but he's not in this movie. He's just going to be Steve.
Yep. That's where they went wrong. But he's still going to be okay. He's going to, he still gets Mjolnir and all the other stuff. I think it's going to be okay. My problem, I think the problem for the movie is going to be he's going to overshadow Anthony Mackie and Captain America because Anthony shouldn't be Captain America. My brother told me though that there is a comic book canon out there somewhere where Dr. Doom is actually Tony Stark.
There is one storyline where in an alternate place, he is Tony Stark.
Is that how they fixed the thing, the way they look alike?
I'm not sure. It's possible.
It's their last chance to use the multiverse to fix crap that they shouldn't be using it for.
My understanding is this version, though, was born and raised in Latveria.
Say it again.
So I don't know. This version was born and raised in Latveria.
Oh, where he was the king of.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know anything about the Tony Stark Doctor Doom. I don't know anything about it. So
yeah,
I don't know if it's anything to do with it. The same, same story.
No, Doctor Doom himself is totally different person than Tony Stark.
Victor Von Doom
in normal timeline.
Okay.
Victor Von Doom is completely different than Victor and Reed actually went to school together and
yep, I knew that.
And did not like each other. And Tony was right there with them. They're many considered the three greatest minds in the MCU.
You okay, Jeff?
But the Reed Richards in this movie is not from this timeline, though, right? He's
right. Reed Richards from this movie they're not from our timeline.
So he doesn't know this Dr. Doom.
Who's the
he
guy on the
goes-
left in the backwards hat?
This is the Red Guardian.
That's David Harbour?
Yeah.
I gotta make it bigger.
You know, from his stupid new Avengers pants that he was
Oh.
wearing at the end of Thunderbolts.
I loved it with that. Yeah, okay, now I got it pulled up.
The other thing, if you look closely at this picture, you'll realize this scene was not filmed with all these people present. There's no shadows here for the Fantastic Four, and their size is not proportionally accurate for the other people in this image.
To be fair, I do see two shadows, but they're going in opposite directions. I see a shadow
Right.
behind her going behind her. And if you look at Thing up here in the front, his shadow's coming down on the step before him. So
But Thing looks so
Tiny.
small.
Yes.
and being closer, he should appear bigger.
He should be bigger.
Even when he's shaking hands with that guy from Wakanda, he just looks so much smaller than he does
Yeah.
in the trailer.
So
I just have, like Thanos, he had every Infinity Stone and he couldn't stop Stormbreaker.
mhm.
And Dr. Doom can stop Stormbreaker with 2 fingers. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it.
That whole 2-finger thing is a big. There's a lot of people raving about that. Like not in a bad way. I didn't know about it. I didn't know about any of that stuff, but reading about it was pretty cool.
A terrible read, by the way. I do agree that's a terrible read.
What is? Oh,
This read.
a terrible read, Rich. Oh, I love Pedro Pascal.
Krasinski.
Krasinski would have been better,
Krasinski
probably.
was better.
I think people just don't like Pedro because he's in too many things now.
He's in everything.
That's because he's a good actor. He does a good job of it.
You think?
I do, actually.
Tell that to Mandalorian and Grogu.
I love that. Uh-oh. Hang on.
I think this scene is shortly or is it near the beginning of the movie? Because this is directly after the scene from Thunderbolts, the post-credit scene in Thunderbolts, where they are sitting in these same clothes in their little headquarters area, and they see the Fantastic Four ship flying in. I think this is where they arrive with Thor in tow, and Ant-Man and Captain Falcon America are facing down the Thunderbolts over who's the true Avengers, and they come in and tell them they need to quit arguing and suit up. It's just my theory.
So there's no Fantastic Four on the current Earth.
On
There's
the
no
current,
Reed Richards.
on our known
626 or
timeline,
whatever.
there's not. Yeah.
There's none.
That whole movie took place in another timeline.
So there's no Reed Richards, no Johnny Storm
Right.
on our.
hmm
Didn't they fix that by?
And I have to be careful because I know more, but I don't want to give away
Please
spoilers.
don't. Didn't they fix that though by showing the thing you hated the most, where they showed the ship flying in at the end of
Thunderbolts.
Was it Thunder? Yeah.
That's why I'm saying this I think is at the beginning movie, right as the Thunderbolts arrive. I mean the
Oh, I got
Fantastic Four arrive. Because they have their jackets and gloves on because they just came from space. Because they need jackets and gloves in space. I guess. It might get nippy when you travel. Rose Red, good night. Have a good one. Yeah. The X-Men looked outstanding in this movie. in this trailer.
Cyclops.
I'm very, very pumped about the X-Men. We did get Gambit and Shang-Chi fighting. I will be Team Gambit in this matchup. You got Loki making an appearance. This is what you were talking about, Jeff. There's no way M'Baku should be taller than the Thing.
Yeah, look how small he looks.
There's no way that the Thing should be the same height as Bucky.
I mean,
this whole thing is wrong.
The Thing would take on like the Hulk, you know?
Yeah. Now the Hulk technically would be taller than him, but the Thing should still be taller than most of these people.
Yes.
He's typically depicted to be about 7 to 7.5 foot tall.
They did him dirty.
Yeah. We
So,
did get a look at Mystique.
According to Marvel Comics, the canonical height of the Thing is 6'0".
Really?
I will tell you, in the comic books, he's drawn much taller than that.
This is according to the Marvel comic books, the Ben Grimm, the Thing. I don't know. I just looked
Well,
up.
then they need to tell their damn artist, because he's drawn much taller than that.
Yeah. But it does say he weighs 500 pounds.
I'm also sick of this Namor. I want the real Namor. I hope that's one that they reboot after Secret Wars and we get the real Namor. Namor. I did like the Doctor Doom look. The costume. All of that was good.
But how is he stopping Stormbreaker with 2 fingers? Like, Thanos has all the power in his gauntlet, and he still gets sliced up.
But isn't in again, I don't know the canon like you do, Chris. Isn't Doctor Doom like the baddest bad guy of them all?
Doctor Doom is, yeah, he's pretty much the Marvel bad guy. Doom is so impressive. Doom was actually who Darth Vader was based off of. Was Doctor Doom.
See, I'll refer you to the first Fantastic Four movie that came out. They took care of Doctor Doom, just the 4 of them, no problem.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
We don't like that one.
No, we don't.
Well, you can't have it.
This Doctor Doom is a completely different animal, to quote Jennifer Crusoe. This one's a different animal. Doom has gone pretty mega powered several times. He's been a thorn in the side of the Avengers, of everybody pretty much. But there's many crossovers where Doom is the ultimate boss. They call, I mean, he's Emperor Doom. I mean, after or during Secret Wars, during the Secret Wars that Kevin Feige referenced, when he creates Battle World, he is Emperor Doom.
What if, Chris, he never takes off the mask and that's how they solve the whole Robert Downey Jr. being the actor? Is that a possibility?
Okay, so here's the deal. Doom's face is disfigured, and that's why he wears the mask.
Okay.
From a scientific accident.
So they
The
could
same is
disfigure.
true with this movie.
They could disfigure from Robert Downey Jr.'s acting. They could just disfigure his whole face, and that solves everything. He would never ever look like Tony Stark.
I still think we're going to get a scene before he's disfigured because I think that's what'll set up this movie and his story arc. So I think we will see him as Robert Downey Jr. at some point in this movie. However, most of this movie, he will be Doom in a mask.
Did he? And at the end of the Fantastic Four, we see him with the mask off, but we don't see him, right? We just see the mask in his hand.
Right.
Then he just, so he does have the mask off. So there's a chance. I don't know. I mean, I hope they do it the right way. Not take the cop
And at
out.
this point, if he takes the mask off, he's going to be disfigured much like Anakin without the helmet and mask on. So, I mean, he can do that to impose fear on people and that sort of thing as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But he's a human, right?
He is a human.
So
From a different planet.
He's an augmented human, but he's a human.
What does that mean? Augmented with what? Like Scarlet Witch?
His suit. So Doom's suit is much like Tony's Iron Man suit. However, Doom also dabbles in the mystic arts as well. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know the full premise here of him taking on Stormbreaker and Thor, but depending on what all is in play. I'm also intrigued by this setting where this is happening, because when Thor first shows up, there is it's like a wasteland with statues broken all around. There's one. There's one there behind Doom at one point. That I keep thinking looks like Groot, but I don't know. I can't figure out where this is taking place or when this is taking place.
We don't have any Guardians in this, do we? That we know of?
No. Mm-mm. That's my other thing, Steve. Some of the biggest hitters are not in this movie.
Well, to be fair, Guardians wasn't big until we made it that way, but
Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, not in this movie.
Well, I thought Doctor Strange was in this movie.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Captain Marvel.
No Captain Marvel.
I don't care if they put Captain Marvel in or not.
I would agree, but as far as power levels go, no Captain Marvel, because they've way overhyped Captain Marvel. But
Well, I know they were filming Spider-Man and this at the same time, and they're intentionally leaving people out because they didn't have time to do both. However, I keep forgetting who's in which movie. The Hulk is actually in Spider-Man, right?
Right. No Hulk in this movie. No Scarlet Witch, Vision.
Adam
Again,
Warlock.
that we know of, or they're probably gonna. They
We're
might show up
supposed
in.
to be getting a Vision Quest trailer soon as well.
They're probably gonna wind up in some post-credit scenes because I think Secret Wars is gonna have everybody.
Everybody will be back for Secret Wars. So, yeah, everybody dies, and then everybody's brought back for Secret Wars.
Be like, hang on a minute, I'm gonna go to this universe and find the other Vision. Let me grab him, and I'm gonna go over here and grab this person. And somebody blow up the portal so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
I'm still wondering if we're going to get Tobey Maguire back in Secret Wars,
I'd rather have Andrew
or if we're just going to get Tom Holland.
Oh, for Secret Wars, I hope it's just Tom Holland.
Yeah. I hope, as Stephen K mentioned, I hope we get Black Suit Spider-Man out of this.
What are the chances Miles Morales shows up?
Okay, Steve. Now you're tapping into my.
I hate
my
that
worries.
character. I want him to go
honestly,
away.
I have a strong feeling after Secret Wars, they will pivot and make Miles Morales Spider-Man.
I hate
going
him so
forward.
much. Can't stand the cartoon Across the Spider-Verse, beyond all that.
I'm not a fan.
Me
But
either.
I think that's what they're going to pivot and do. Now it has to go down with Sony's involvement and approval, but the way they're doing the animated series and all too, I think that's what'll happen.
Okay.
That's what makes me worried about the Young Avengers as well, to be honest. I really cannot. It just
I hate Miles Morales as Spider-Man. One more head scratcher that you may have already talked about in the past or today or whatever. So Steve Rogers is in this movie, right?
Yep.
Last time we saw Steve Rogers, he was like 95 years old.
Yep. They're
So how did
fixing
he-
that in Endgame.
Oh, they're taking that out.
Yep.
Oh, good. So I do have a reason to go watch this new Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it
So
anyway.
they're changing that in Endgame to where, and I don't know how that plays out with Captain Falcon Man, but yeah.
So Endgame's going to come back out? Is that what you're saying?
Endgame comes back out in September, and they've added scenes to it.
It's like 30
It'll
something
be-
extra minutes, right?
Last I heard, it's about 8 minutes longer.
Oh, 8 minutes?
But they've changed 8 minutes longer, but they've changed scenes as well. So some scenes that were in it are not in it. Other scenes have been
They
added.
better not ruin that movie. But I'm excited to go watch it again.
I believe the funeral at the end is going to be changed some, and I think the whole
Chris
thing
Evans.
with Cap coming back
Yeah.
changes. And there's a tag on the end leading into Doomsday.
Well, they didn't think that very well through, did they?
Well, I mean, if they do it right, they actually did a really good job of it because it's brilliant to re-release one of the most popular movies of all time. Hi.
Bye.
Abby made strawberry cupcakes.
I was going to ask what flavor we had.
Oh, look at that.
With white chocolate chips and actual strawberries cut up inside.
That looks amazing. So far, we've only got one confirmed member of the X-Men after Secret Wars that'll be appearing going forward
Like as an actor or as a character?
as an actor and character.
Oh. Who's
They are
that?
going to appear in Spider-Man next week and they'll continue on after Secret Wars.
Deadpool? No, he's not X-Men.
No. Jean Grey.
Oh. Who's the actress?
Sadie Swink.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Bet you if they had Daredevil, they could defeat Doctor Doom. That would help.
That would probably help a lot.
Daredevil. He's the key.
They're talking about bringing back the guy that played Iron Fist, though, Jeff. So you got that to look forward to.
To play Iron Fist?
To play Iron Fist in another Disney Plus series.
Oh, in a series, okay.
And I think Mike Coulter is coming back to play Luke Cage, which I'm good with. I like this.
Luke Cage is tough dude.
The I was going to say something else. I was going to talk a lot about that. The whole thumbnail was X-Men tonight. I haven't really talked about
I was wondering if you were doing. I saw when I was coming in. I was like, "Is he doing his X-Men thing there where he goes dives into him?"
Yeah, I
He
hadn't
said,
really
like
got
Thursday. So
yeah. So I don't know. Are you as excited for Doomsday or as you are Brand New Day?
yes, I'm probably more excited for Doomsday
Than Brand New Day.
for the possibility of what Doomsday could be versus Brand New Day. Yes.
Which
I
one
like
do you think is
Spider-Man.
going to be the better movie?
The better movie or the better money wise?
The better movie.
I think the better movie is going to be Avengers Doomsday. I think the better money wise is going to be Spider-Man.
Jeff, you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with that.
I think Spider-Man's going to be the better movie.
We'll find out.
Money wise, it's going to be close. It's going to be, I think the better judge for Doomsday is how Endgame is going to be received when it comes back to theaters in September.
I mean, I'm going to say this, and they'll find a way, I'm sure, but it's kind of hard to screw up Endgame. It's such a good movie that it's hard to screw it up.
I just hate what they did to Cap at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
So I hope they do.
That's what they're going to improve upon, apparently. So
I hope.
We hate it because it's a great story for Cap. We hate it because of who the new Cap is. I mean, really. And
I hate the way that they. No,
You have to go
I
be with
hate
the love
that
of his
Cap
life?
went back in time and stayed there, and then never did another damn thing.
Yeah.
To intervene with world history and politics. I'm not politics, but world crises.
He saved the world several times over and then went back to be with the love of his life after he served his time. I thought it was poetic.
I think they're going to have to show, though. They're going to have to show how him going back in time.
That's what he's saying. They're going to change it. They're not going to do that now.
It also breaks the timeline. The thing that they kept talking about, the reason they went back to take the Infinity Stones to the exact instant that they were removed from, him going back and staying still broke the timeline.
Right. So he caused the incursion from going back.
Mm-hmm.
I think. So they're not in the new Endgame. He doesn't go back in time. Is that what we're saying?
I think he still goes back in time. I don't know that he shows back up as that 90-year-old person again, but he does go back in time,
and that causes the issues.
Which is why I think we see Loki with his TVA card there because he broke the timeline. So
Interesting.
Yeah. Snickerdoodle says Spider-Man will be better for both better movie and box office. Spider-Man pulls a hell of a box office worldwide.
Yeah, it's gonna do well financially for sure. I mean, it already has.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know its break even number, Chris?
Spider-Man?
Yeah. Is it under $500 million?
I don't think it's under $500,000. It's going to be
Half a
probably
billion.
closer to. Have they released the estimated budget for it yet? Estimated to be between 200 and 275 million.
But just the
For the
production.
production, not including marketing. So your break even for this is probably going to be closer to
This says 550 million is the estimated break even point.
6 to 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll make its money back. This
Oh, yeah.
movie's not going to flop.
Yeah. So this says, I don't know how you factor it in. This says the rule of thumb is studios typically spend an additional 100% of the production budget on global marketing and distribution and everything. So if you double the production budget, that's the break even point, is what I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that's what this says.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how does the split work for Marvel and Sony?
Marvel and Sony. Marvel just gets a small cut of it. Marvel gets merchandising.
It's still gonna be a lot.
And they get a very they get a very small cut of the box office. Conrad Crusoe, welcome in. You want to hear a fun one? Doomsday's estimated total budget is estimated to be around 700 million.
The cost of the actors alone is going to be high in that.
Yeah. Imagine Secret Wars.
I know. That could clear $1 billion with all that.
$400 million production, 300 million marketing, estimated to be 700 million total.
Holy crap. This says reports estimate Avengers Doomsday requires a global office of $1.5 billion to break even.
Oh, it would have to. If it's close to 700, it's going to need at least 1.5, if not 1.6.
Well, see what, so that's what I was asking just a minute ago. So you're saying that you take the budget, the production budget and the marketing, and then you double it. The other one is saying you take the production budget and double it, and that's marketing and distribution and everything else included in that double. So you take the production and the marketing, then you double it. Is what you're doing.
Roughly. So here's your breakdown. Domestic, the studios get about 60 to 65% of your domestic box office is what the studios get.
Okay.
International, depending on the country, it ranges from 20 to 40. If you estimate it right around 30 is what the studios usually get. For
Not budget, not the budget, the production and marketing and all that other stuff.
This
You're
is
just saying
box office only.
This is just the cut the movie theaters get.
The cut that the movie theaters get.
This is so crazy. Literally word for word, like the how they broke the last one down. It said the rule of whatever one. Basically, you double the one. This says literally breakdown production and marketing costs. The rule of 2.5. It was just the exact same wording.
Yeah.
Except changed from 1 times to 2.5 times.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like to go through after we get finalized numbers, because a lot of these movies film in the UK, and when they do that, they have to publish the exact budgeting numbers, and I love that because you can find out exactly what the movies cost.
Doomsday will be the first film in history that will need to join the $1 billion club to break even.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
So, for example, Fantastic Four had a total box office of $520 million. The total take for the studio was 252 million estimated, meaning that movie actually lost about $117 million because the total budget on it was $370 million.
That's crazy.
The funnier thing is Disney's Snow White lost over $250,000. Which I find funny.
Is that on Disney Plus?
It is now. Yeah. Yeah. Tron Ares also lost over $250,000. So yeah. All right. Tomorrow's Wednesday. What's this and that talking about tomorrow night, Steve?
I was literally just remembered that we have to put up a thumbnail.
Ah.
I'm waiting on Photoshop to open right now. So I don't know. I haven't looked.
Tune into this and that tomorrow night, 9:00. And we'll probably be here after that tomorrow night. And we'll be back Thursday night after Jeff. And I can quit talking comic books if y'all are tired of me talking comic books. That's fine. So, although we talked more movies than we did comic books tonight, I still haven't done X-Men, but that's okay. Whatever y'all want to do. Yeah. Hope everybody has a great night. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. And go check out this net tomorrow night. And
Hump Day.
Yeah. Love y'all. Hope you have a great evening. Pray for Diana Murphy, who has her procedure tomorrow. Remember Diana in prayers tonight and tomorrow. So love y'all. Toodles Baloobles. Good night, everybody. Say good night, Jeff.
Good night, Jeff.